Examen de ciudadanía estadounidense en inglés.
The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. Declaration of Independence. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? For life. What is Independence Day? The country's birthday. Who signs bills to become laws? The President of the United States. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? 27. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. U.S. diplomat. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their congressional district. What is the supreme law of the land? U.S. Constitution. Name one power that is only for the federal government. Print paper money. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? Because they have more people. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison. There are 3 branches of government. Why? Separation of powers. Who is the governor of your state now? Answers will vary.
Las respuestas variarán.
It is important for all men age 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why. Required by law. Who vetoes bills? The President of the United States. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Writes laws. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. When did the Great Depression start? The Great Crash, 1929. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Soviet Union. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Vote. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 and older can vote. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. There were 13 original states. Name 5. New York, New Jersey, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Vice President of the United States. Name one power that is only for the states. Provide schooling and education. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. Who elects U.S. senators? Citizens from their state. Name one power of the president. Signs bills into law. The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum, What does that mean? Out of many, one. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military. What is the capital of your state? Answers will vary.
La respuesta correcta a esta pregunta depende de dónde viva.
How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? 6 years. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. What is one part of the judicial branch? Supreme Court. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. Name two promises that new citizens make in the oath of allegiance. Defend the U.S. Constitution. Obey the laws of the United States. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. Why did the United States enter World War I? Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Self-government. When did all men get the right to vote? After the Civil War. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana Territory. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. General during World War II. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. President of the United States. Name one example of an American innovation. Airplane. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Emancipation Proclamation. What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? Citizens. What are three rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression. Freedom of speech. Freedom of religion. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of people living in the United States. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony. Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality. Liberty. When did all women get the right to vote? After World War I. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? It states that the powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. What is the form of government of the United States? Republic. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? 2 years. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Writer of the Declaration of Independence. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. What are two examples of civic participation in the United States? Vote. Join a political party. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military? The President of the United States. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. What part of the federal government writes laws? U.S. Congress. Why does each state have 2 senators? Equal representation for small states. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? 435. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says all people are created equal. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11th, 2001 attacks. Global War on Terror. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Declaration of Independence. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation.
También puede responder correctamente a esta pregunta simplemente diciendo
Freed the slaves. What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Agriculture. Secretary of Education. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. Name the 3 branches of government. Legislative, executive, and judicial. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. Who appoints federal judges? The President of the United States. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Citizens of their state. How many senators does each state have? 2. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. How can people become United States citizens? Naturalize. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. Father of the Constitution. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there is one star for each state. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President of the United States. What did the Civil Rights Movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? American Revolution. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Answers will vary.
La respuesta a esta pregunta depende de dónde viva.
Why did the United States enter World War II? Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Citizens in their congressional district. Many documents influenced the U.S. Constitution. Name one. Declaration of Independence. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom.
What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens?
14th Amendment. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. What is the economic system of the United States? Capitalism. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary.
La respuesta a esta pregunta depende de su código postal. Para averiguar el nombre de su representante, haga clic en el enlace en el cuadro de descripción debajo de este video.
Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson.
Ahora, antes de terminar esta lección, por favor responda la siguiente pregunta.
Who elects U.S. senators? Who elects U.S. senators?
Escriba su respuesta en la sección de comentarios debajo de este video. Gracias.